ask yourself this: have I ever forgiven anybody that I thought did not deserve forgiveness? The love and excitement that we once had is disappearing. The color is becoming pale. We wonder why. It's because more often than not, when you see a couple that has been married for a long time, you see a couple that has a lot to forgive but has been swept under the rug. Listen, you must practice forgiveness, and you must forgive people that you thought did not deserve forgiveness.
You see, we have heard a lot about this topic of forgiveness, but there is a point I want to bring to light. I watched a video, a short clip of, I think, Pastor Emmanuel Irene. I'll play this video so that you watch it. There's a point I want to bring out from it. I'm sure you heard the part where he said, sweep things under the rug. That is a figure of speech that means keeping things aside, keeping something that someone did to you, something wrong that someone did to you, keep it somewhere down there in your heart. You don't completely let it go, but you just keep it there for now. That is something a lot of people do. If you ask them, they will say they are forgiving. In fact, I've just let it go. I just say, make I ignore the guy. I just say, let me just let leave it. I just say, let me not talk about it so that I won't cause trouble. Till you hear things like that, a lot of people mistake this for forgiveness, but that's not forgiveness. Forgiveness is not amnesia. Definitely you remember, but the difference is when you remember it, you don't feel hurt, you don't feel bad. But anytime you remember this thing that this person that you have so called forgiven, anytime you remember this thing that this person did to you and you feel a certain type of way, you feel bad, it means you have not forgiven that person. So there's a difference, a very clear difference between forgiveness and sweeping under the rug. And for the sake of clarity and for you to understand this better, I want to give you steps to forgive. The first step of forgiveness is decision. You must first decide that I want to forgive this person. It's a very conscious decision, just the way you decide about every important area of your life, just the way you decide who to get married to, just the way you decide which career paths to take. It's the same way you should decide that you want to forgive someone who has offended you. Because we've heard this many times that unforgiveness does not harm the other person most of the time. It's only when people go as far as revenge, take brutal steps to revenge, that they can hurt the person. But in doing that, it will also hurt you. So forgiveness is actually the best action to take. So the first step is to decide. You have to decide, I want to forgive this person. I have made up my mind that I will forgive this person. It doesn't end there. The second step is to let go of the hurt. When someone offends you, it comes with a certain kind of pain to the person that is offended. You are pained, you are hurt, in fact you are angry, and the natural instinct is revenge. So let me tell you, some people say this person is revengeful. Those people that they say they are revengeful, they are not a different kind of breed of human beings. They are the same humans. Everybody, every natural man has the natural instinct of revenge when they feel offended. I want to do something back. Some partners, they go as far as, my partner cheated on me, so I'll cheat on the person back. So he or she will see how painful it is. So the natural instinct is revenge. But in this second step, you have to decide that I'm letting go of this hurt. I'm not going to do something back. So that's the second step. You have to decide to let go of the pain, the anger, the hurt, and decide that you will not revenge. The third step is to pray and believe that God will help you to forgive. Pray and trust God. Now, this is important because it's not easy. It's not easy. That's why it needs prayer. God, help me forgive this person. And in that prayer, also pray for that person that has offended you. You also pray that God help this person to become a better person. God, you find out that the more you pray for the person, it's easier for you to completely let go of the hurt that person has done to you. The fourth step is to set healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries between you and that person. I said healthy boundaries because if I say set boundaries now, some people will think it's malice, because unforgiveness most times leads to malice. When you've not forgiven that person, you now have to stop talking to that person. So in every action you take in the process of forgiving someone, ask yourself, be truthful to yourself, how are you feeling? If you're not doing it with love in your heart, then you have not forgiven that person. So that's the fourth step. The fifth and final step is to embrace the journey of forgiveness. I call it a journey because it takes time. You must accept that, especially when the hurt is so big. So it takes time. So you must accept that it will take some time. The time now is not a time for you to, while you are doing this, you keep malice with the person. No. It's a time that you are in the process of forgiving, the process of letting go of the pain. So while you are doing that, embrace the journey. Like, be happy about what you are doing so that you can easily, because people will offend you. That's why when Jesus was asked, how many times do I forgive a person in a day? He said 70 times, 7 times in a day. So it means people will always offend you, always. So while you are doing that for that one person who has offended you, embrace the journey, be happy about it, and you know that it will take time. Within that time, make yourself used to it so that you can, because the first time you want to forgive someone is actually the most difficult time. After you do it with one person, you discover that it gets easier with other people. Those are the kind of people now that people say, oh, this person is not revengeful, this person is someone that is so peaceful. It's not like that. There are people that have trained themselves to learn how to they have trained themselves that forgiveness is now part of them. But the first time they did it was not actually easy. So I want to end this video with, how do you know if you are really forgiving someone or not? It's very simple. Whenever you think of that incident, or whenever you remember that incident or that person, how do you really feel? If you feel angry, you feel a certain kind of pain, that means you have not really forgiven that person. Whenever there is a situation that people talk about that person, maybe people are bashing the person, what do you say? People are talking down on that person, what do you say? If you cannot either keep quiet or speak to defend the person, if you join them to talk down on that person, that means you have not really forgiven that person. So let's know the difference between sweeping under the carpet and forgiving, because it would really help. Forgiveness is necessary, it's compulsory actually for every relationship to thrive. So if you love this video, share it with someone, comment, let me hear your view. If you have a testimony or how it, or anything you have to say about this, please comment. I would appreciate it if you like, comment, and at least share this video. God bless you.